What screams, I'm single? Soup for 1, salad for 1, wine for 3. My first ever apartment after I moved out from home. All I had was a TV, Xbox, and bed. No other furniture. My whole apartment was empty. My fridge was full of beer and frozen foods. I'd say that's pretty bachelor. When I was in college, single, and broke, I went to the grocery store and they had these really adequate frozen spicy chicken sandwiches on sale for like 25 cents a pop. I grabbed all of them ***. I went to ring up. The cashier said, "Wow, that's a lot. These must be really good." I responded with EH. They filled the hole. Dude scanned a couple more in silence and asked, "So, you're like, really single, aren't you?" Quote, actively looking around at parties. Not being invited to stuff because everyone else is going with their SOs. Me when I drank one beer too many. I'm going to be positive and say, doing whatever you want all the time, edit. Damn. Some of y'all have to take the stick out of your asses. You can be single and be happy. God damn. Everyone else. Thanks for the upvotes. Me eating lasagna straight from the pan. Woman of Reddit, what's a harsh reality you have to accept as a woman? Had movers at my house once. They got creepy until I casually mentioned that my husband will be home soon. He's a homicide detective and was called out. Movers were very professional after that. I wasn't married, but needed to shut them down. FK in menopause! Exclamation mark. Greater than * woman of Reddit. I understand that Reddit often seems male-dominated. But I assure you, there is more than one here. If you want kids, you have to run the chance of ruining your body in the process. Being nice may make the boys think you are interested. That you'll often be judged more for your looks than your skills. It sucks, but it's real. Unfortunately, safety concerns are constant and must always be considered everywhere. I've learned that speaking up in certain situations can still be seen as being too aggressive. Even if I'm just stating facts. It's frustrating, but I've adjusted how I handle things to keep things moving forward. What's the most ridiculously absurd way you've seen someone get rich in no time? My cousin recorded the audio of a fan for 8 hours about a decade ago and now has north of 1 billion white noise YouTube views and is one of the top podcasts on Spotify. He and his brother developed an online game where two cowboys walk away from each other, then turn around and shoot and one dies. The game was entirely automated. You could just bet money on who wins. And if you got it right you would x 1.95 your money. With 5% going to the house, they got unfathomably rich. Saw them race sports cars around the world. Last time I checked though, they went to prison for tax fraud. My brother's friend worked minimum wage jobs. Then he and his wife started buying lube in large quantities from overseas and repackaging it in much smaller quantities in their garage and reselling it on Amazon. Really just classic middleman stuff. But they made so much money that they quit their day jobs almost immediately and haven't looked back. I went to high school with Bo Burnham. One day he had a YouTube video go viral. Like a week later he was represented by the same agent as Drew Carey, ironically. The kid who joked about being unpopular was suddenly really popular due to the success from his jokes. My uncle invented micro machines. Little toy cars in the early 90s. Edit. When I see my uncle next I will show him this and all the people he brought joy to. Forgot that he mined a dozen or so bitcoins over a decade ago on his spare notebook. Remembered 3 years ago that he still had that laptop in a drawer. A classmate in high school climbed and subsequently fell off an electric transmission tower and got hurt pretty bad. Even though he was an idiot, Because there were no warning signs or a fence around it, he received a bunch of money as a legal settlement from the electric company, telling them about Bitcoin and watching them go buy 20 plus a bunch of Ethereum. What is the worst type of drug that has ruined people's lives? I used to think it was meth until I saw how bad fentanyl got. They're all bad. I came from oxy and heroin era and today celebrate 11 years clean from everything. I work in the drug and alcohol field now and they're all just bad, man. This fentanyl with tranq is just tearing users from the inside out. Feels like a losing battle sometimes, but we keep going to try to help the next person suffering. Thalidomide? Fentanyl can kill you quickly, but meth will fuck you up more. Alcohol. Fentanyl. It took my brother from me. Meth and coke. My mom does it. Benzos. They are so blacked out they think they are sober.